Greetings in Jesus' name. My topic today is entitled A Word to the Hypocrite. And my text is taken from Romans 2, verses 17 to 29. Today's video devotion is one which can be disturbing if we embrace the truth contained in the text. Paul had just completed a message on God's judgment being based on knowledge, truth, guilt, deeds, impartiality, motive, and the gospel. And this message he seemed to punch away at the hard exterior of the religious laws. Think about those two words, religious laws. He is speaking of those who are religious but are not of the faith. Jesus called these hypocrites. It was these religious teachers who finally had Jesus crucified. In our text today, Paul deals with the Jews, the Pharisee, or better said, the hypocrite. Paul gives us four snapshots of this truth. First, the definition of the hypocrite. The word hypocrite literally means a play actor. In short, trying to be someone or something other than they are. Three concepts Paul gives. A, prideful, verses 17 to 18. You can almost get a sense of the proud people the Jews were. Words like rest, boast, know, approve, and being instructed give us a sense that this person has arrived. Then it gets worse. B, presumptuous. The implication is that these Jewish hypocrites had the idea that the Gentiles were fools and only they had the knowledge and truth. C, pretends. You tell people not to steal, commit adultery, worship idols, boast in the law, and yet you are doing the same things. Today, a hypocrite is one who attends church regularly, know all the right traditions to uphold, speak the church language, and then honors Satan during the week. By his actions, he tries to convince everyone that he is one thing, but he has no real love of God and no real desire to live a holy and obedient life. Secondly, the damage from the hypocrite. A, he maligns this name of God. Because of the lifestyle of the hypocrite, the name of God is dragged through the mud. B, he misrepresents the nature of God. When we cause shame and reproach on the name of God, people get the wrong idea about God's nature. C, he misleads those who need God. Of all the things which the hypocrite does, this one could easily be considered the most severe. Thirdly, the danger for the hypocrite. Verse 25 remind us that Paul was writing to the Jews because circumcision was everything to the Jew. The letter of the law was their tradition, their identification, and even their security. Three dangers for the hypocrites. A, he bows to the wrong thing. Symbolically speaking, people bow before things every day. The priorities for the hypocrite are the things which make him look good to everyone else. B, he believes the wrong things. The hypocrite is one who believes he's keeping the law, which no one can do. C, he becomes the wrong thing. When we bow to the wrong things and believe the wrong things, it only stands to reason that we will become the wrong thing. The hypocrite gives the wrong impression by becoming a stumbling block to the lost. Fourth, the decision by the hypocrites. Verses 28 to 29. A. Recognize. We must recognize our own situation. We don't work to gain a heart change. Our heart change causes us to work. We recognize our walk must be by faith. B. Replace. We replace it with love. Our changed heart will attack our pride, presumptuous nature, and our ability to pretend. The witness to those outside of Christ is based on how we handle the storms of life. C. Receive. We must receive God's offer on God's terms. We don't get to control the process. He does. We are not in charge of who's right and who is wrong. He is. We must receive His truth, His word, His spirit, and His help. Then we can receive His praise.